Hello! I'm in my kitchen this afternoon and I am getting ready to make some Christmas crunch, or some people call it white trash. It's one of my very favorite things to make at Christmas time because it's so easy and it's so delicious. And I have to warn you, once you start making it, you're not gonna wanna stop. And then also once you start eating it, you're not gonna wanna stop either. So what you do is you take 9 cups of Rice Chex. I actually usually buy the Walmart brand, but they were out of the Walmart brand today. So there's 4 cups, and there's 8 cups, and another cup. So 9 cups of Rice Chex. Then you take a jar of roasted peanuts and you put that in. And then you take your M&Ms, bag of M&Ms, and you stick those in. And then you're gonna mix those up. Mix all this up. And I'll continue to mix that up in just a second. But the next thing that you're gonna need is this almond bark. And this is great value, and I find that it works just perfectly. And I think it's around $3.50, something like that. Almond bark can be pretty pricey, just depending on the brand, but I really like this brand. Okay, so I take a glass bowl, and you can use other bowls, but this one I love when I'm gonna microwave this almond bark. So you break it up, and I have a very fancy way of doing that. Simply like this, 1, 2, 3. You warn the people in your house that you're gonna do it before you do it. All right, so I've broken it up, and then you're just gonna put it in your bowl, and you're gonna microwave it for 3 minutes. I have found that the 3 minutes is the perfect amount. Okay, so while that is getting heated up, you just simply continue to stir around all of the cereal, the peanuts, and the M&Ms. Now there's lots of ways that you can make this. You can add all the things. You can add Cheerios to this. You can add pretzels to this. You can add just whatever suits your fancy. I like mine to be pretty simple, so it's just Rice Chex, the peanuts, and the M&Ms. So it looks like this. While we're waiting for this to warm up, I will show you that I already made a batch. And so what you do, and I'll turn the camera around. Okay. So I've put out my wax paper, and I already made a batch, and then what you do is you just let it dry. Okay. And then you just simply, once it's dry, you see me, once it's dry, you just kind of pick it up like this and break it up. And again, if you guys weren't watching me, I would start eating this because I love it so much. Okay. So now that it's broken up, the way I like to wrap it up, if I'm gonna give it, like for my neighbors, I take these bags, you can get them at Walmart, and I like to just fill these up. Okay. And then remember how I talked to you about making ribbons out of fabric strips? So I found some cute fabric at Walmart. Apparently I love Walmart. And I just take my painting strip shears and then I just cut strips. So I've already cut some red polka dot strips. And so what I like to do just for a fun effect is I'll layer. So I've got a red strip and then a green strip. And then you tie this around the top. Okay, our white chocolate is ready. You tie this around the top. And then I just tie a simple bow. And when it's doubled like that, then I just take and cut the ends like this, and like this, and like this. And then I spread them like that. And then usually I cut the little top so that it has the pinky sheer jaggedy thing. So this is what it looks like. And I just think it's so fun. All right, so we heard the timer go off for the chocolate. So I'm gonna turn us back over here. I'm gonna get this out. Stir this up a little bit. It looks like it needs maybe another minute. Okay. I think it does need another minute. So we just stick that back in. And while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and get my wax paper and put it a new little sheet down. Where did I put it? Here's my wax paper. I'm gonna put it across my counter. Let's see what I'm doing. I overlap it a little bit. All right, and then I'm gonna have you come back to me. That's probably good. Oh yeah, it's perfect. So you stir this around a little bit, make sure it's nice and melted, which it is. So I guess more about like between 3 and 4 minutes. And then you simply just pour it over the top of your cereal, peanuts and M&Ms. And then of course, you just start tossing it. Let me turn this over so you can see. So you want to go down to the bottom and pull it up. One thing I did, I had seen that somebody else do this. They actually took just popcorn and they popped the popcorn, they put it in a bowl, and they put white chocolate over the top of it. I was surprised that it didn't make the popcorn kind of shrivel up, but oh my gosh, it was so good, so delicious. You do basically the same thing as we're doing right here. Okay, so now it's pretty evenly coated. I'll kind of dig deep a little bit longer, maybe a couple more times. Okay, and then when you spread it out, all right, so you spread it out. You have to kind of hold on to your wax paper so it doesn't separate. When I'm doing really big batches, sometimes when I'm filling up this whole counter, I actually sometimes end up taping the wax paper down just to make it easier for me. But I'm not making a huge amount this time. Okay. So you spread it out. And notice I'm not being really perfect with it. I'm just trying to get lots of, you know, kind of space in between so that that chocolate has an opportunity to dry. And then you just kind of let it set for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, let it dry, and then you can bag it up. And kind of the most important thing is you just got to be careful, because if you start eating this, you can't stop. My favorite part is having a little bit of peanut, M&M, and cereal. It's my favorite. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.